Here's the story about how I, ripped my pants.
Hey fam, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're telling the story, and telling the story that Keri, I don't think Keri's heard this one yet. She wants me to tell stories, and a lot of the times I feel like I don't want to tell too much of my stories because, although I feel like I've been through a lot of them deal with like old relationships. So that's where a lot of the stories come from. That and like, crazy stuff out in the street. But here's the story about how I, ripped my pants. It's not my pants, but you'll hear the story. Yeah. That's how I felt every time I think about it. I just think about I ripped my pants. Right? So started off, right? I'm at this girl's house, right? This was a while back. I'm like, I want to say 20, 21, something like that. And I'm sleeping over and I'm staying till the morning. I've stayed over there a couple times before, but this day I had to leave early because, her father works at night and he gets back early in the morning, like 5, 6, 6 usually. So I gotta wake up early because her father coming at 6. So, I'm walking around the house, Winnie the Pooh style, because, just a shirt.
Hold on. Why are you walking around somebody else's house that you sneaking around in Winnie the Pooh style?
That was kind of like my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, but you still sneaking around. Why are you walking Winnie the Pooh style?
I wasn't really sneaking around. Nobody was there. But, I had pants. I had underwear. So that's one thing. But I just had a t-shirt.
Judging you.
Don't judge me.
She said.
I was young too. You poop your pants. I ain't judging you. But so yeah, I'm all in her fridge, drinking their lemonade, all that stuff, getting their snacks. And then as I'm in the fridge, right, I hear the front door, like the doorknob, start to wiggle. And I'm like, oh, So I run back into the room and I'm like, yo, I think your father's coming in, right? And it was early. It was like, I said he comes home at like 6, right? It's like 5. So he's an hour early. I thought I had a little time. I don't know why he came early that day, right? So now I'm shook because I still got the lemonade cap off. It was the Simply lemonades. I had to put that back on. Like I started getting goosebumps. The hairs on my arms and the back of my neck. Washer. The what?
Cold sweat washer.
Oh yeah, for sure. and the goosebumps on my arm was like so high, it was like sandpaper. You could feel like shh. That's how I was like, I'm like, oh nah. So I'm ran back to the room and I tell her, and she's like, I have to go ASAP because her father likes to like barge into her room, unannounced and whatnot, right? So she's like, she's like, you gotta go. I can't have you here because So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm trying to scrambling around.
Spit it out.
Come on, baby. So now I'm scrambling around looking for my things. I found my phone. I get my wallet. I don't know why my phone and wallet were in the same place. It must have been on the floor. But I got my phone. I got my wallet. Now I'm looking for my
Why would your
pants.
phone and wallet be in the same place when you sneaking in somebody's house?
I wasn't really sneaking. I knew what time. Like I've done it before. You know what I mean? I've left at like 6 in the morning. Not before. I usually live like 5:30. And then I just go home, and then the sun starts to come out, and everything's all nice, right? But like I said, it was early, and this is 5. I still had like a half an hour left. I was taking a fruit. I was getting breakfast. So, now I'm scrambling around. I can't find her clothes because she doesn't have closets in her room, right? So there's a lot of things. Her room's kind of messy. There's a lot of things draped around. And I'm looking for my pants now. And she's like, no, you have to leave. You have to leave. I'm like, I'm not running out of here with no pants. And she gives me these booty shorts, basically. It was like gym shorts, but they was her gym shorts. So it was high up, and I'm taller than her too.
Might as well you could just wear your underwear then.
It was, I didn't want to. It was like, all right, it was like little holes in my underwear too. Anyway, so I didn't want to.
I should have known. I should have known that.
Listen, I move around a lot. They stretching. I got some sharp farts. Anyway, so she gives me these shorts, right? And I'm looking at her crazy. She's like, just go. I'll give you your pants I'll give you your pants later. I'll look for them. You have to get out of here. And luckily her room was like right next to the backyard. They had a small backyard. And behind her backyard was like a church, right? And so I figured my plan was, all right, boom, hop out the window, go to the yard, over the fence. The fence wasn't too high, but it was, it was a good height. Over the yard. I had my shoes on, so that was luckily I had those. And just hop over the fence and lay low until I'm able to get my pants back, right? So now I hop out the door, right? I got my phone, got my wallet. No, I don't have my wallet. That's the thing. Yeah. My wallet was still in my pants. My phone fell out my pants. I was looking for I had my keys. My keys fell out with my phone, right? So what's it called? Hush, baby, I'm taking a story. You can't.
Tell her to hush.
You can enter.
She participated.
Okay, you can help me tell the story, baby. I'm scrambling. So now as soon as I'm out the window, right, I hear her father screaming, "Why are you locking doors up in here?" I don't know why he decided to go in her room 5:30 in the morning. I heard him go to the bathroom first while I was still looking for my things. But, she was about to start crying. That's how much she wanted me to get out the house, right? So that's why I left. So, I'm outside, right, just right outside the window. And she's like, "Why are you locking doors in here?" "Well, I tell you about locking doors. We don't lock doors in my house." So I'm like, I'm shook now. So now I'm scrambling up the fence, right? But the fence, a lot of the fence has a lot of bushes in it, like bushes intertwined in the fence. So there's a lot of sticks and twigs and stuff prickling my legs and whatnot. And there's a lot of bushes. So all I knew is once I get over the other side, I just hide right there behind the fence because there's a bush right there. You're not gonna see me, right? I get to the top, and right as I'm about to thrust my legs over, hop over, I see a rusty barbed wire. So my legs are already in the air, and I see it last second. So I jerk my body to try to avoid the rusty wire.
How you jerk your body?
In midair. He's like, oh, when you see something and you're already doing something, you kind of trying to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I try to jerk my body to the left or the right or somewhere so I can, because I didn't want, get lockjaw with a tetanus shot, whatever. This was a rusty barbed wire. I was gonna get shredded up, But I
see, that's what you get for sneaking in girls' house.
I didn't sneak in her house. I was invited in her house. I was sneaking into her fridge, getting their food, groceries, but it wasn't, all peachy when I hopped over because I still got caught by the barbed wire. But luckily, none of my flesh was ripped by this barbed wire, just a little bit scratched. But not mine, her shorts got caught in the barbed wire. So this is how my pants got ripped. I hop over and the shorts get caught in the barbed wire and I'm dangling there in the trees. So I'm dangling in the bush. It's like
this,
kind of. It's like on the side. I got caught on the side, right? And so I'm hanging on the side, and it's some of my booty. It was weird. That it wasn't high. It wasn't a lot to rip because mind you, it was short shorts, but the elastic stopped it from ripping. So some of my underwear got ripped too. I think it ripped most of my underwear. I don't think it got through the elastic, but it didn't get through the elastic of the shorts, right? And but I'm just hanging there. So I'm hanging by the elastic, major wedgie, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this sucks. as I was going up the fence, I would hear whisper yelling like, hurry, hurry, he's coming in, you know, whisper yelling and stuff like that, right? So once I'm over, I stop moving because her father's in the room now, and he's going crazy, and he's like, I know you got some boys in here, you little slut, blah blah blah, this and this and that, getting real crazy with her, and I was like, oh nah, if he's talking to his daughter like that, he's finna kill me. So I'm there moving, I'm stuck. 5:30 in the morning, hanging by some booty shorts. In the church parking lot. So I sit there. I'm there for like 5 minutes. So, you know, knees exposed, legs exposed, ripped, a little hurt. My arm, my leg a little itchy because I got scratched by this rusty bush and barbed wire. And I'm like, oh, just whatever, just sit here real quick. I'm just like, just stand there. I don't want her to get in trouble. I want to be able to come back, you know. And you know, I didn't want to get her in trouble.
No, you can't get it. You dropped it on the floor.
So, like I said, I'm there for like 5 minutes, right? And I guess I didn't know what day it was, or I wasn't paying attention to what day it was, because it was Sunday. And I guess I don't know. I don't go to church. I don't know if they were church goers, but 2 cars pulled up into this parking lot. I didn't even know people go into this parking lot. Like I said, I've been there a few times.
At 5 in the morning, there was people at church.
It was like 5:30. Like they started coming in. I don't know if it was the pastor or what, but like I said, I don't know who it was. It could have been. It could have been just random people.
What?
Yeah, baby. I was just hanging and dangling.
You are unbelievable.
Hangling and dangling.
You are unbelievable.
But yeah, let me finish the story. So I'm hanging there, and I see 2 cars pull up, and I see that they're full of people. Like maybe there's an event going on that day at the church or something like that. I don't know. I didn't stay to ask questions. I saw 2 cars pull up, and you know, one of them had like the high beams on it. You know how like the high beams are kind of bluish at night sometimes? Mm-hmm. That's what it was kind of looking like. And I was like, oh no. So I'm struggling, trying to get off the thing, you know, trying to like get the barbed wire off the elastic waistband, and it's ripping more, you know. So like now my booty cheek is being exposed by the thing. So you know, I gotta hold it together, right? And then, but you know, that's when I was able to hear the church people in their car. They was like, "Oh my Lord, look at this! Look at this! Somebody called somebody." And I was like, "Oh nah, I'm about to get arrested in these shorts."
In ripped booty shorts.
It was no work around it. I couldn't go back over the fence. I couldn't back over the fence because, you know, I didn't want to die, and I didn't want to go to the church people because I was gonna die internally, you know. And it was hot neon pink. It was pink. That's another reason why I didn't want to put them on too, because it was pink. So
yeah, Daddy had a pink booty shorts.
Yeah, I had some pink neon booty shorts.
Pink body rider.
So now I gotta run, right? So I fall off. Like I said, the fence wasn't high, but it was high enough that, you know, if you fall off it wrong, you know, you're gonna twist the ankle or something like that. But they was just sitting there watching me, you know, as my ripped pants. So now I'm running, right? I hop over the fence, no hands, hurdle that joint. So I'm running, you know. I just finished looking like a snared rabbit, you know what I'm saying, just caught in a trap. Mm-hmm. You know, so I start moving like a snared rabbit. I keep running, pink booty shorts, 5:45 in the morning, something like that. Now the sun is starting to come up. Now, I'm like 2 miles away from home. I'm not in my hood, you know. My wallet is still in the house with my pants. I got my phone, but I wasn't trying to call anybody. I didn't know who to call. I wasn't going to call my parents because, you know,
I'm not trying to hear that. Call your dad. He can come pick you up.
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. You know, I told you some stories. But I tried to call my father, and he just like, well, you shouldn't have been over there. Click. And you know, and it's like, dang. So I already knew it was up. So I would just save myself the embarrassment of him talking to me once I'm in that car, right? Well, I don't know. I could have went through that embarrassment, but then I still would have to wait on him, and it's still like 5:30 in the morning. So right now I'm running, right? I was thinking to myself, maybe I can get on a bus. Maybe it's early enough that nobody's gonna be on the bus.
There's people going to work.
It was Sunday, so maybe it was really empty.
Cab.
I didn't have any money.
You could pay with your phone now.
This was 2011. I didn't even have a good phone like that, you know? Remember, no credit cards attached to my phone and stuff like that. It was like, I don't even know if there was Uber like that.
I know they had cabs like Best Deal in
like
the Bronx.
Uber started to like first come out like that around like 2012, 13 maybe. Like maybe it was low key. But I remember when Uber started popping because I was in the airport and I heard about Uber when it first came out. I was working in the airport and, you know, then that was good like that. But I didn't really have a good phone. It was still like cheap phones and stuff that I was using, you know. It was like 2021, you know. And what's it called? So I didn't have any access. Like there was nothing I could do except just keep moving, right? And now it's a race against the time because the sun is starting to come up, and I see it in the horizon, just slowly coming up, looking like, and you know, Lion King. I'm like, I'm like, oh nah, I gotta run all the way back home in these pink neon shorts, and like as the day gets brighter, so do the pants. I'm like, oh nah. So now I stay away from the main roads because I know that's where everybody's at. But you know, landscapers are coming out. Landscapers definitely saw me. You know, people cutting grass, all the Mexicans out there doing their hard work and all that stuff. And they was like looking at me. I was like, hey. So you know, they don't have to be Mexican. They was probably something else, but they was definitely Spanish. They all saw me, right? And like I'm running, zooming, booking it past people. It's not that hot either. It's kind of cold, you know, early. You know, I think it got warm. I think that the high that day was like a 70 or something like that. So the early morning.
So you was outside in the cold in booty shorts?
Not by choice. I wanted to look for my shorts.
You're not afraid they could jingle jangles freeze up.
Listen, I was running holding my little jingle jangles. But it's just like I told you, my pants was really ripped. They were really ripped. So I had to keep moving. After a mile, I'm out of breath. And like now I'm like going to like, since I'm in the back street, you know, in Queens, right? There's a lot of like dark areas that's covered by a lot of trees going back because, you know, I'm going through like Kinger Heights and Springfield Gardens and stuff like that, running through the back streets, right? Like, because I could have went straight down Springfield Boulevard, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to. So I stuck to the back streets, you know, passing the cemetery over there and whatnot, just running. And there's like bushes here and there where it's like, I'm like, you know, running too and like checking behind the bushes so I can like stop and catch my breath. And I'm running home. I'm running. I finally get back to my block. Once I'm in my neighborhood, I start to care less because, I don't know, it's my neighborhood. I could care less who thinks what in my neighborhood. So now I'm running and I get home, finally, out of breath, sweating, you know, like legs itchy, because I think it was like, I don't know what type of bush it was, but it had my legs hurting, you know, just pride in shambles, you know, no wallet. I had to go back to her to get my wallet. And it was like, yeah, I went upstairs, you know, my grandmother used to be in the living room. I was able to go inside, you know, sneak past her. She was still asleep, and went straight to my room. Woke my brother up, you know. He looks at me.
You in your booty shorts.
And he ain't say nothing. He's like, what's going on? I mean, and he said, he looked at me like, what's going on? Like, I was like, just don't ask. He's like, all right. He went back to sleep. And just shook his head. And yeah, that's how I ripped my pants.
She's kicking you to get it.
Don't kick me.
It was interesting.
That was a traumatic experience, you know.
Did you stop sneaking into girls' houses after that?
I didn't sneak into, you making it sound like I'm a creep sneaking into people's houses. I didn't do that. I snuck into, no, I didn't sneak around the house. I was into the house and was just eating their food.
You weren't supposed to be in the house.
I snuck out the house.
She wasn't supposed to have you in the house.
But that was my shorty at the time, so it was cool.
That doesn't make it cool. She still wasn't supposed to have you in the house.
So
and
did
you
I?
ain't
So
learned
you?
your
So
lesson
so
after that.
no, I went back and I needed to get my wallet first off, and second, I mean, like I said, that was the only time I knew the father. I knew who the father was. I've met him before. You know, it's just I wasn't supposed to be all up in the crib. You know. So did I learn my lesson? No, because I went back. And it never happened again. I was smarter. I left at like 4. You know, I didn't play it close. But, you know, I'm not doing that again. You know, the pink panties part. I'll just wait. I'm going to have to fight the father if he's going to fight me or try to kill me. Because my legs was hurting. Hurting that day. But, yeah. What do you think about my stories? What do you think about that, Sky? Good story? You like my story? Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, that's all for my story for now. I have more stories. I've got plenty. I tell too many stories over and over. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear more.
Share the video.
Yeah, share the video. Don't share it too much. You can share it. I want it to get views, but I don't want her father to know what happened. You know, she might remember. She might remember. You know, share it a little bit. Share it enough. You know. And thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.